Where's my chat? Yo, what's up? Good luck with internet, my friend. Wait, what? Oh, I see. I haven't been able to play in like a week because of internet issues, but I'm getting new internet today, so that's hype. Hey, what's up, guys? This is CP process final. Oh, I think I messed it up. Like, that's better. I assume you guys can see this. What's going on here, right? You can see the stream. Chat died. It was more active before I started streaming. What's up, Equal? Ping do renegade. Good morning. Hi. What's up, guys? I'm not gonna just jump around on here all the time. I just wanted to show off, like, this is what rocket jumping is in a general sense. Is that me bumping my head on everything? Not practice, alright? Yeah, you know, rocket jumping is pretty practical as a skill, as movement skill in games. Like, wall jumping is a lot of fun in Apex, but there's nothing as useful as this. Like, I look chill? Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, we'll move on to a real map in a moment. Pink exquisite rack. Hell yeah, brother. Pink, don't do the renegade, it's poison. Anyway, that's DC. I had a few maps prepared. Hold on, let me see what's being played on Team Fortress TV, because there is let's jump hexahedron. I forget it. There's like a noise that keeps playing if you do them solo. I'm just gonna go straight into a relatively difficult map for me. There are hundreds of jump maps in this game, and they're kind of like obstacle courses specifically meant to you know, test your jump skills. There were some like unrealistic jumps, like sinks and stuff like that, but for the most part, it all helps with your character control. Play Pixel Gun. There is 2 rocket jump. Oh, we'll see. I forgot how to get rid of this timer because we're gonna time out in a moment here. But there's a lot of different type of jumps. I might actually go to Jump Blueberry real quick because I think it's good at showcasing what jumping is all about. How long have you been playing this game and how many hours you have? Oh man, I picked up this game like 4 years ago, probably. Oopsies. Oopsies. Like 4 years ago, and I have about 2K hours. Yeah, this is this game I have probably the most time in, maybe second most. I'm not sure. Blade and Soul didn't track hours, and I don't know. Bomb Party might be up there as well, but that one isn't as like active in terms of actually doing stuff in game. No, couldn't transfer to the ramp. So this is Jump Crispus. Great map. It looks pretty decent too. Like, detailing is something that a lot of mappers don't care much about, for good reason. It's not that important compared to the actual jumps themselves and making a good map, but it adds like a nice little aesthetic. Surf maps love their aesthetics because surfing is a very aesthetic movement skill in general. So this is a speed shot. You may notice that I'm not very good at it. Alright, there we go. It's been described to me as like effectively a B-hop with a rocket, but since you can't like scroll jump with rockets, you need to time it perfectly. Is the chat dead? Hold up, let me try popping this out again. I feel like I'm not seeing enough messages. Yeah, okay, I missed like 80% of them. How strange. Do you play Overwatch? I do not. Not gonna lie, rocket jumping and sticky jumping is I think what I struggle with most. Thankfully it doesn't come up often with me being a med main. Honestly, I would say that it's still useful to be good at the movement skill stuff. Even as a medic main. Like, Baradactyl is one of the, maybe not the best, but he's up there these days with the invite medics, and he's really good at rocket jump maps. And I think that plays a good role, or a pretty big role, in what makes him so good as a medic is his ability to surf rockets. There's a lot of jerfing in this map as well, which I think looks very good. Oh no! What's up, Cirky? And Slobber. There we go. Well, you play I've never heard of Pixagon, to be honest. You may notice that I move around a lot while I jump too. That's kind of why I didn't want to do this on stream for a while, but I've gotten over that. That's not good enough. Is it hard to play Rocket Jump on PS? What is PS? Oh shit. Pingu got VR. No, I don't have VR, unfortunately. Been watching people play a little bit of Half-Life Alyx, and it seems very cool. It seems like a lot of fun, but it's pretty high cost entry. Not really my type of game anyway. PS4. I think rocket jumping on controller is basically impossible. I'm really happy that I grinded rocket jumping as long as I did. Okay, we made it, boys. We didn't get the skip though, so I gotta climb this like a freaking clown. Controller TF2 is like not good. There are some hilarious videos with controller TF2, namely from Sideshow. I love those. I actually watched them like 3 days ago. Sideshow was a European player, and he was like one of the funniest dudes I've ever watched. And he went on now to be a caster for the Overwatch League, which is pretty funny how things turn out. Oh shit. But regardless, I hit the speed shot first try and I still beefed the easy part. But he had some videos of him playing against like open teams where his entire team is using controllers. He keeps like air shotting them. Oh man, it's hilarious. There we go. No beef. I beefed. It's super fast paced and has a high skill ceiling. TF2 or like Team Fortress 2 or Titanfall 2. It's pretty hilarious they have the same acronym. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. I missed the rocket, no! Sideshow was hilarious. Yeah. TF2 grinding carried over to other FPS games. I agree. You definitely have to play it in a certain way though. Like if you're just playing casually as an engineer, you're not gonna get any like mechanical skill out of it. It's like the DM classes pretty much carry over to every game. Watching Clockwork play Diabolical was insane because his tracking from being so good at Scout is just beautiful to watch. That should be it. Oh no. Oh no. If controller had aim assist, it could be broken. I don't know. I don't know if there's aim assist in TF2. I think it's like does not support controllers at all. I would say that it's pretty late to get into TF2 now. Right. I think at this point in time, things have died down to a point where like playing competitively is very difficult. Like you can still pug and stuff, but you know the leagues are starting to die out, like ESCA. Okay, we made it. We try Apex Legends Slingshot. I mean, I play a decent amount of Pathfinder. I actually had like a renaissance of enjoyment for him, because like I don't have the urge to like play Apex Legends very much anymore. Only when I do poorly, like I need to get better, right? That's about it. Aside from that, I enjoy my time with it, but it's never like I used to watch someone on stream and be like, damn, that looks so much fun. I want to do that right now. Oh, all right, not bad. But anyway, I only get that feeling nowadays when I watch Pathfinder. Pathfinder like still makes the game look fresh and fun for me because of how like unique his mobility is in that game. Specifically, like, hold on. Sorry. Specifically, like Abraleli. He's such a fast and like fiery play style. It's a joy to watch. Oh, that was bad. I don't have any expensive cosmetics. I think the TF2 economy is a pretty cool like sub game. It's in like a game within a game, but I never really got into it. It's not good enough. Asian Bashi? No. I actually missed the wall. That's embarrassing. When stream Apex Legends? I streamed it Sunday. But I did all right. I was on 60 hertz though, so it was definitely. Oh god, that was good, but that's not really what you want to see. Yeah, I was on 60 hertz. It was okay. I had some decent moments, but for the most part, dude, I need to shoot more forward. Shoot more forward. Quarantine is not fun when you're homeschooled. This is the same thing. Well, I mean, most people have to do online classes, don't they? It's not much of a respite either. There we go. There's the height. And now here, I need to not mess it up. I definitely messed it up. It was way too early. Yeah, I do have 144 now. So I made yet another mistake. I'm like the worst online purchaser of all time, apparently. I don't pay enough research. I mean, I do a lot of research when I make online purchases, which is why it's so sad that I keep messing up. But in this case, I thought it was like a no-brainer when it came to display ports. Okay, I think I could. But unfortunately, the first I ordered like 5-foot cable, right? I think it was like 5 feet or so, right? And I thought, okay, that's good enough. They sent me an email the next day saying like, sorry, we're actually out of stock for that one. I'm like, you know, that's fine. I'll get the slightly shorter one instead because that's one of the few that's in stock. I don't want to get 16 feet. That'd be ridiculous. But it turns out that 3 feet is not quite enough to go from my PC to my monitor. I'm awful at this. So my bodge solution is to prop up my computer, my tower, on a bunch of these empty KBD fans boxes, which is like, oopsies, I didn't mean to fire there. Which was like 2 inches tall, and that's enough to make it so I don't have to angle my monitor ridiculously. I'm not thinking. I did a triple for no reason. Or not a triple. I just did a sink and didn't fire a third rocket. Oh god, not a good one. Yeah, I wasn't close enough to the wall. What's your ping normally? Let's see. Net graph. I mean, I'm on a local server here. FPS, only 500-ish. Having fun? Can you spin pen? I mean, I can. Will I? Maybe. There we go. That's better. That's better. This is not enough height. Oh, it actually is enough, but I'd have to do faster than that. Sorry, ping, I have to go. It's really late here. Seeing my dude. Thanks for stopping by again. It's good to see you. That's better. Doable. Catch up. That's too early again. You know, TF2 is from the era where games were well optimized, and you have FPS configs to help boost your frame rate. Nowadays, you're just stuck with whatever garbage optimization that the devs give you. You know, I think that was a really bad sync. Even if I did hit it better, the first 2 rockets were rough. I had my fingers on the wrong keys, so I actually hit better. Do some epic air pogos? No, I suck at demo. I'm so bad. I've always been a soldier jumper. So something like a little bit more visceral to me when I play soldier jumping. Try to wait until the rockets almost are hitting your face. Yeah. Definitely right. No! I timed it right, I just didn't put it behind me enough. I mained Scout when I played this game. Unfortunately, I didn't have that much comp experience, so I ended up playing a lot of Sniper and Soldier due to pubs being so cancer for Scout. Okay, nice and calm. That's better. It's not good enough though. Haven't kept up with the stream in a long time. Who's the best roamer at the moment? I think Blaze just quit. It's the saddest thing. Is it true there's been no major updates for TF since 2017? Yes, it's true. What's up, Ryan Davey? I see ya. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I saw where they were landing. I'm like, I am not far enough ahead. Not an easy jump. It's not an easy one, but it's not that hard either. People have done this map in 5 minutes or less. Have you ever watched Swipes? Best roamer now is probably Yomps. This is probably true, yeah. Honestly, I don't even know most of the current teams aside from Froyo. Who's still playing? I'm still irritated by the Ambi nerf. It was fun in pubs. Yeah, I mean, it was a good weapon. And it's indexed another asset of skill that I appreciated for Spy. But it is true that it kind of was annoying. Like, cause you basically have 2 snipers, the one that can reposition for free. Oh, what? I thought I shot far enough ahead. I think I hit the top there. How does b-hopping transfer from game to game, like CS and Apex? I think it mostly comes from an understanding of how air strafing works, more so than anything else. Which is not hard, not a hard concept. Oh shit. Hey, what's up, Mud Pip? I'm doing well. Apex is a little, it's much less punishing than CS:GO. Like CS:GO has a pretty unique b-hop mechanic because they don't want you to b-hop, right? So you have to do it in a very specific way to not like go too fast. But in Apex, you can't even gain speed to begin with, right? But you can maintain momentum, and doing so is kind of carried over. Yeah, not high enough. In comp, I would get more headshots than sniper. It was very fun. Yeah, for sure. I remember I was I played in this like Harvest server with I think he's like either low invite or high IM player named Catface, and he was a friend of a friend, and I was just trying to play scout, and he kept double headshotting me as Spy. I'm like, who is this guy, and why is he so much better than me? The random crate? Yeah, I have him enabled in this private server. They don't give extra knockback on yourself though. Or do they? Did we do it? No! No! They might remove random crits when the heavy update comes out. Oh boy. Yeah, just when it comes out. See you, Ryan. I tried to do that one intuitively because I didn't think I had enough time to look up. What are some of the best Kovacs maps for general aim practice? Well, I think one of Kovac's main strengths that other things like CS can't provide is access to difficult tracking training. So most of like the scenarios that give you invincible targets, that was bad. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Most of the scenarios that give you invincible tracking targets are really good for consistency. Because the problem with tracking in other games is that your enemies will usually die before you know, you finish tracking them. Or they'll just die so fast that it makes for less effective tracking practice. Are we gonna see Valorant gameplay? Ah, man. I've slowly become less and less excited for that game, I'll be honest. Like, the alpha footage didn't wow me. The original trailer was like talking about all the buzzwords with network and stuff. That was cool. And, you know, Riot has a decent track record when it comes to game development and, like, listening to better players when it comes to balance changes. This is Jump Christmas. But, I don't know. The gameplay trailers aren't wowing me, and I feel like the hype is starting to die down a bit. I'll probably give it a shot when it gets to open beta, or maybe I'll try closed beta. How do you get into closed beta, actually? That was really bad. Fountain looks like Lawbreakers X Overwatch. Lawbreakers? That's the name I haven't heard in years. If you upload strictly tf2 for years, you want to switch games eventually. Yeah, especially because his niche was pub play. That gets old. It gets old. What maps? The map? I downloaded like 4 of them. 4 different jump maps. Wait, you mean for the community jump session or for like my solo thing? I felt this one. I don't think it's gonna make it. I don't think so. No. Watching trips and grading drops is how. Oh, yikes! Interesting. That kind of sucks. But yeah, I downloaded. Oh wait, I didn't put a map. Jump Baku, Jump Blueberry, Jump Jerf, and of course Jump Academy is for later. But yeah, we're gonna play Jump Academy too. I think the second version of Jump Academy is really nice. I remember the first one being kind of garbage. Oh god. Have you? Yeah, I've seen the new one. I brought like 2 or 3. I'm probably more like 8 different friends there to try to teach them how rocket jumping works, because I enjoy teaching as a whole, and you know, rocket jumping is something I enjoy a lot. It's bad. Can you give me your Steam account to train my aim and become a pro player at Apex? What the heck? This is not good enough. I think I was too far forward. I was actually not as bad as I expected, though. Casual players do take up over 90% of the players, but you should always take in what competitive people say. Competitive people are how the game's spread. If your game isn't being played by streamers, won't sell. Agreed. And on top of that, casual players don't really understand the implications of balance changes and how it affects the metagame. And honestly, if like they didn't get patch notes, they probably wouldn't even notice. Yo, I'm messing up my basic rocket jumps. What the heck? What the heck? I'm so bad. What's happening? Okay, there we go. But you should never balance the game around casual players. Like you can cater to them with events and such stuff like that. But when it comes to actually, you know, keeping a game alive in the long term, what game has balanced towards casuals and been alive for like more than 5 years? That's just not the audience that keeps games alive, you know? It's things like Melee. What? Things like Melee. Things like Dota. Things like what's the other one? CS. Those games are kept alive because there's so much hype still surrounding them from their pro scene, you know? CS is still even growing to this day. That's real good. Are you trying to C-tap? No. It's been a while, alright? I can C-tap straight up, but I cannot C-tap effectively. I'm not gonna give you my Steam account, brother. Damn. Timing was okay. I was in the wrong position. Do you still play Apex? I do still play Apex. I think it's still a fun game, but I don't really play it on my own anymore because, you know, it's just it's got a lot of problems. What do you think of aim labs? I get this question quite a bit, and I honestly cannot give a proper answer. Honestly, I should give it a shot on stream and like, so I can give an answer that's based on more than just hearsay, because I've heard that it's decent, right? I've heard that it's got some good ideas, and it's better than like aiming.pro, right? The nonsense web-based ones. God dang it. But I would still say that its lack of scenarios compared to Kovacs is what makes all of the newer aim trainers less effective than Kovacs, right? The quantity and quality of Kovacs scenarios are still unmatched. But like, the aim god is good. I think it looks great, but the scenarios just aren't quite there yet. I could have done it there. I didn't think I would. Oh, damn. Can you play Titanfall 2? I probably will someday. Cityscape, try this out. It's free. It's not as good as Kovacs. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would say as well. If it's free, so if you want to try aim training as a whole, you may as well give it a shot. But I don't think it's a perfect replacement. Find M2 to crouch and C-tapping is piss easy. Ooh. We have an M2 jump theorist and an M2 crouch theorist. Damn. Now that I think about it, I don't have M2 doing anything except for sniper. Do you watch anime? I do. I do watch anime. Not that actively, though. I don't keep up with like new releases or much. Have you played any Quake games? I've been wondering whether to get into them or not. I played Diabolical. I played a little bit of Reflex, which is has air strafing as well. It was a great game, but I was so bad at FPSs back then, at least by my perception, that I didn't really have a full appreciation. Oh shit. No! Oh my god, how can you be any closer than that? But yeah, I had so much fun with Diabolical. So much fun. What a beautiful game. It made me so sad to go back to Apex, where the developers didn't care about like the diehard players. Diabolical was by diehard players for diehard players, right? Well, that's not even the case. It's like it's a passion project, and it's so clear in its design, right? It's like these are things that I would want if I was making a game. Or rather, the developer's point of view is that these are things that I would want if I was a player of this game. Things like really good crosshair creators, things like really good in-game HUDs, customizers. Just amazing quality of life all around. I think the netcode, people, like the really top players said that like, there's some issues with it, but coming from Apex, it was like a breath of fresh air, man. It was so much better. Whenever I would die, I'm like, I'm just not good enough, or like this person outplayed me, or something like that. When I die in Apex, it's not quite the same. Like typically, I would say, yeah, it's my fault, right? But there are still times when like, no, he was playing Gibraltar, or like, no, that's because the server is 20 tick rate. I do my best not to make excuses, right? Because I think it's worse for actually getting better, is when you look for excuses all the time. But there are some just instances in Apex that are absolutely inexcusable. You could play them at 2.25 speed, and I'm still aiming right on them. Stuff like that. Whoopsies, I completely missed. Reflex has the best netcode I've ever seen in an FPS. Wow. I want to go back and play that game. Is it free? I know I have it. I don't know if it's free or not. Whoopsies, completely missed aim of that. I hope Diabolical takes off. I do too. I don't think it will, because Quake likes, kind of have trouble these days staying alive. But the reason... Okay, so I actually got a comment on my Apex video in the past that said, like, even though that the games designed for competitive players are often, like, more fun and, what was the word? More skill-based, stuff like that. They are destined to die out. Games like Diabolical are made for people like me and like Banny was his example. Diehard FPS players who love movement, love high skill aim, right? But games like in the Quake genre always end up dying out because of their high barrier to entry. And there are counter arguments, obviously, like CS and Melee, right? Those games are incredibly skill based, and yet they still have pretty thriving tournament scenes, right? But I do see his point. Like he mentioned that he was a battle right player, which he believes is like a pure skill kind of game, and that also died. The question is it because it's designed for... That's too early. For diehard players, or is it because that it's of other issues? Like oftentimes, I think Clockwork cited the lack of good game modes or like casual game modes as the reason for the death of Quake likes. And I can definitely see that. I think Wipeout really got me into the game. Like I didn't love Reflex, but I was kind of daunted by the fact that Duel had such a high skill ceiling, and not just in an aim and movement sense, but in a strategical sense as well, with like timers and item control. But Wipeout is like you have all the weapons. It's just you and your team, and like positioning, aim, all that kind of the basic stuff, right? And that really allowed me to appreciate Quake likes more as a personal level. He doesn't seem like the kind of person to rage. He got disappointed in the game once, but not rage. I used to, like, whenever I get mad at things, it's almost always at myself, right? There are times when, like, it's the game's fault, right? And then I'll be upset about that, because I hate when things are out of my control as well. So I find that very frustrating. But typically it's just like, why can I not hit that? Or like, why did I get worse? Why did I get worse is the one that really gets me. Like when I was into OS, there would be days like you'd just be playing worse than you did yesterday, and that is like the worst feeling in the world. Damn, I cannot hit this, dude. Take a little reset. Map looks mad hard. I'm bad. I was close. You know, I was so close. This is one of the harder jumps for me though, because I'm pretty terrible at triples. I'm sorry, what was I saying? Oh, right. I'm getting upset at games. And stuff like bad netcode is very frustrating. I think it's frustrating for everyone though, right? I've never like broken peripherals though, out of pure anger. Do you play RPG games? Yeah, I enjoy them. I played an MMORPG for quite a long time. That's not probably not what you're asking though. Recently I played, I had like another dip into the Diablo-like genre. I guess it's like a RPG, I believe is the genre name. I played Grim Dawn and Torchlight 2. I'm not much of like a New Game Plus kind of person, but I do really enjoy those kind of games. My primal joy of getting, legendary items feels good. Why do you seem so wholesome? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think of sentry jumping? I think it's a gimmick. There are some cool clips you could probably pull off, but when I see someone who's sentry jumping in like Jump Academy, I'm like, he probably just can't do it as a soldier. Oh man. Good sync, not good direction. COD last night. Oh man, we ended up bang though. I actually watched that game back like 2 more times afterwards because it's just so fun to watch. Even the games where we're doing poorly, I'm like, this is pretty entertaining. The hijinks in that game really makes it for me. The gunplay's okay, right? It's okay. Gonna play some Apex today? Maybe. Probably not. Sentry jumping is a gimmick? No, that's controversial. Maybe. We're doing a tf2 community rocket jump event today. So we're gonna go flood on a Jump Academy server, and I'm gonna teach as many people who have never played TF2 before how to do basic rocket jumping, because I think it's a very satisfying experience, like getting stuck on a jump and then finally beating it. This is not good enough. I almost quit TF2 for Apex as well, but then I realized how much I dislike the BR game mode. Really? I didn't really ever quit TF2 full stop, but I definitely played it less when I don't know. I just started enjoying casual, like 0%, and then all that was left was pugs, and I'm still a little averse to them. I feel like I'm not good enough. What's your type of music? How many hours do you have on Soldier? Well, they don't count hours on jump maps. How do I see that kind of stuff? I think it's in like my... Here it is. I think my medic hours are actually bugged. I think I have like 100 less. These are my hours though. Hey, you like my the off class hours? 28 minutes on heavy. But anyway. Yeah, we're gonna do a TF2 community jump later. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love teaching people how to... Oh, come on. I love teaching people how to rocket jump, but I've never done it in like a big group setting. The most I've ever done it with is like 2 people. I actually had a dream that I was playing PlanetSide 2 with like a big group of viewers, which is something I was planning on doing anyway, but actually having a dream about it is pretty sad. I'm so excited for that though. I might like do it a bit earlier than I anticipated, just because it sounds like so much fun for me. Oh man, this is not gonna make it either. Gotta shoot further behind me. 28 minutes. Disappointed heavy's the best. I was under the impression that you quit. Rediscovering sixes what brought me back. I got so burnt out of HL Scout, but joining a friend's team really brought me back. Yeah, I think I would still like love this game if I played more sixes. I actually do not have very much sixes experience as a whole, but the small amount that I did play was very fun. And of course, like almost everything that I watched was from sixes players. Like I still watch Eric's YouTube channel. Eric he's actually a really good content creator. He put out like a TF2 Jeopardy video of like random trivia when it came to TF2. It was good. Would recommend. This is negative. By the way, if I'm missing your messages, feel free to repeat them because it's just because I didn't see them, most likely. Someone asked, "Have you thought about playing Hollow Knight?" I think Hollow Knight is a great game. It is a really cool game to watch, and it seems like my type of thing. But also single player games are not really something I want to dip into right now. Like when streaming is so volatile, I want something that I can like index my skill against other players or something like that. Like obviously there is skill to Hollow Knight, but I'm never gonna get to the point of like trying to speed run it, which is where I think like the real skill indexing comes in. Just found Eric's channel. I never knew how he had one until like a week ago. Yeah. I don't know why I got it my recommended, but it's really good. It makes Scout look really easy too. This is it, I believe. Bad sync. The worst sync actually. Oh my goodness. Gotta get really good at Puyo Puyo. I would sooner do Tetris. I think Puyo is cool, but it's not quite my type of thing. It's all about like forethought and setups, but I really enjoy like, you know, Tetris also has those elements, but it also has that element of speed, which I really like. Like seeing the first time I saw someone who was really good at Tetris, it blew my mind. It's like visually, like I didn't understand how their brain could keep up with it. Just like the first time I saw Os. Do you stream Os on Twitch? I did once on 60 Hertz. It was okay. I actually do have a... Okay, so the first time I streamed Os on Twitch... How do I phrase this? Alright, let me go back a bit, alright? So I used to be super into the Os community. Like, I would look up the Twitch directory before I went to sleep, like every single day, looking for new promising players. And I even like made a compendium of like everyone who I thought was pretty good who streamed on Twitch and didn't have very good viewership. And as a result, I had favorite players. One of these players was named OMG4s, right? He's an Austrian player, mostly Nomad, like almost exclusively Nomad actually. But he was unique in the fact that he had like top 10 aim, despite being... Why did I just triple? I'll do it again. Oh, alternate strats, boys. No. Anyway, he was unique in the fact that he had like top 10 aim despite being like rank 200 because he just didn't care about PP, right? He was a consistency monster, tournament legend, and like insane aim, but he just didn't care about rank. And I really liked that kind of player, right? And he ended up like, so I used to also write on Reddit like these walls of text about improvement in OS, because there's a lot of ways you can go about it, and there's a reason like almost everyone who plays that game is good at one skill and that's it, right? So I try to describe like how you should practice if you want to improve a specific skills, stuff like that. And of course I had like posts about players I thought were interesting, or just informational posts as a whole. Another bad jump. Yeah, informational posts as a whole. And he was one of the few people who was a top player and also liked doing that kind of thing, like talking about improvement in Os. So that's what I really came to like him about, like about him. So like we were vaguely aware of each other's existence due to Reddit, and I think he like followed me on Twitch at some point. But of course I wasn't a streamer back then. But now that I did stream, like he showed up to my O stream a few days ago, and like that was one of the worst experiences of my life. Oh shit, I lost all my momentum too early. Do you like Pogo or Sync? Please answer. I mean, I like them all. I think all the techs, and I actually don't like bounce very much. I think like when you bonk your head for a bounce is really cool, but like the bounces just are there for the sake of it are kind of lame. But yeah, I like both Pogo and Sync. I would say that I prefer Pogo because I'm better at it. I'm really bad at Sync, as you can see. He does stream. Yes, I do stream on Twitch, but I usually do like one at a time because otherwise I would get TOS'd. Not TOS, I would lose my affiliate status. What do you think of Overwatch? I think Overwatch falls too hard for the hero shooter trope, right? So I think that tf2 is a beautiful game because while it is a hero shooter, all of the classes have like their own unique skill sets that have their own unique skill ceiling, right? At least for like in sixes, you can say that without question. Like another beautiful thing is that the fact that in MGE, let's say I'm playing soldier versus a scout. Okay, can you stop, Justin? Heck off. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I say scout versus soldier in MGE. It's just about who the better player is. Like there is minor matchups, but for the most part, like a better soldier is gonna beat a worse scout. A better scout is gonna beat a worse soldier. Despite them having completely different HP values, different aiming styles, different mobility options, they're still even in a 1v1, right? And that's incredible. That's incredible game design. But in Overwatch, that's not quite the same. Like you have matchups, you have like these rock paper scissors. One hero beats another, and you have to like counter pick them. So as a result, I think it falls somewhere between like the mechanical depth that comes from FPSs and the depth that comes from MOBAs. Like there's so much depth to something like Dota. There's so many little intricacies of that game. But when it comes to like mashing the two together, it kind of gets diluted, like lost in translation. They don't have the strengths of either genre, and that's why I'm not really a fan of it. Like I don't think basically anything in a game should aim for you, right? The closest thing you have to that in TF2 is the Medigun, which first of all is a healing item or healing weapon, so it's not like attacking your enemies for free. But even then, you still have the crossbow that skill indexes for aim. It's too late. So I just don't like all of the abilities in that game that aim for you as well. I think I'd find that very frustrating. No. I gotta leverage the mouse excel. Now that I'm not using just super low sense for no reason, I should just like flick at the last second. Why do you hate Apex? I don't hate Apex. That video I made on the rise and fall of Apex is because I love it, not because I hate it. No one who dislikes a game just for the sake of it is gonna make a video complaining about all the problems they've perceived that have happened over time, right? It's only people who cared about it that are gonna make those kind of videos. Do you know how to wobble? I actually don't know what that is. What made you get into TF2? I used to play this word game called Bomb Party. Well, I mean, I say I used to, but I've been playing on stream a lot lately. And one of the players there got me into TF2. Yeah, I actually talked about that dude in my improvement video, the most recent one. Hold up. Fuck. Why am I so bad, dude? I did it off intuition. Is almost there. Ah, man. But yeah, that person got me into TF2. I played MG against him a ton at the start. I do know how to C-tap to some extent, but I'm so out of practice that I'm better off not. Oopsies, I forgot to crouch. I could probably do it just straight up though, so I might as well. That's not high enough. Do you play Smash Ultimate? If so, who is your main? I do not play Smash Ultimate. I love watching Melee as a spectator sport, and it's definitely given me an understanding of why people enjoy like traditional sports so much and like following the storylines. But I don't play any Smash game like competitively at all. Rocket jumping is hard, or I'm just really bad. Rocket jumping is hard, period. What's my sense? I'm using mouse excel right now. It's where you never jump in MG and just AD strafe. Oh, waddle. Waddle. Favorite gun in Apex? R9. Sorry. I've been seeing this watch your type of music for so long and I keep forgetting to respond. So I'll respond to it now. As you can tell, I enjoy jazz a lot. I typically don't listen to this kind of like hyper chill jazz off stream though, because I actually really enjoy complexity in composition, even if it's like, I say unnecessary, but you know, it's just composition, right? It's purely based on the composer's choices, right? But as a result, I enjoy the complex jazz harmonies, or just like unique melody lines that come from the jazz genre, right? But on top of that, I also enjoy a genre called math rock, partially because I really enjoy clean guitar tones, but also for that same reason of complexity. I can't believe I've been stuck on this jump for like half an hour. This is awful. I want to move on. Let me just beat it real quick. No. Another good sync, not the right direction. Tiny moving parts though. Yeah, there's someone in my stream on like the first day after I had that video go viral. I was building a keyboard. He's like, yeah, I actually went on tour with tiny moving parts. I'm like, what? How is that possible? The smallest world. Do you headphones slide off your head when you take a sip of water? What? A fellow mathematician. That's funny. Cheeky no clip. If I'm on this for like another 10 minutes, I might, just because I don't want people to watch the same jump for the whole time. Oh god. I think that was a really good setup. I just didn't stand in the right spot again. I could watch this shit all night. Really? I thought people would get frustrated by the fact that I'm not progressing. And I don't have particularly smooth jumps either right now. Nah. What is the time of the group jump map stream? Hold on, it's already been 45 minutes. Holy crap, I've been stuck on this. You know what? I'm gonna no clip this just so I can showcase some other jumps. Alright, I already have cheats on. I'm sorry, friends. Not because I feel a need to like just have this jump be beaten, just to feel like I have the need to show off more than one jump in the past half an hour. I swear, I'm just bad at syncs. First try, you ready? Okay, second try. Or maybe third. Heck. No, I need to get the correct height control. There we go. No! Come on. Build speed. No, I almost salvaged it. I can try Valorant when it comes out. Yeah. Why you're not air braking at the edge? That's true. I probably should have waited longer. I feel like some of those runs probably could have been saved by stopping right at the edge. I don't think stock would help me though. Okay, calm down. I made a mistake. See, I told you. I'm just bad at syncs. Alright? Leave me alone. I'm not gonna do horror on my channel. I don't think that's... People come to me for like reaction videos. I didn't stop streaming on Twitch. I just, I'm choosing to... What's it called? Stream on YouTube for like an hour. This is a catch, isn't it? Oh man, I actually did it. But I put it too far ahead. Too early. Do a video on how much better you can get in Overwatch using Kovacs. I just talked about how I don't really like Overwatch as a game, so I probably won't do that. Hello, bro. I built a new PC and it turned it on. It shows the monitor out of range. I'm definitely not the right person to ask because I have my own plethora of computer issues, right? Yeah, I don't know what that could be caused by. Out of range? I could probably do this without catching. Who's better, Caustic or Revenant as a character? I think Caustic is probably the worst designed character in the game. Because he's so wholly enjoyable to play as. Oh, sorry, no, with or against. Wow, I can't do this catch at all. Maybe I should just do a low wall shot. You need to plug in the HDMI. I do not live alone, no. May I have your thoughts on the new Confinement tf2 channel? On my new Confinement tf2 channel? Maybe later. I'm trying to catch, brother. Maybe I'll do 2 wall shots. I think that could give me enough height to catch. Oh, I almost had it. I'm 22. Do you play basketball? No. I think basketball's pretty cool though. I've watched a decent amount of videos. What is backseating me? Like, you're telling me how to play the game. Like, I know I'm not very good, brother. You can give me tips. Just stop spamming in all caps. Oopsies. I don't think you can do wall shots, 2 wall shots and still catch. All right. See, that's a good way to put it. Damn. Maybe I'll just go low. I'll see if I can. I don't know. I think it's possible. Okay. Where do you originate from? Well, I have ancestry in China and Korea, but I was born here. In the US, I should say. What's your config? I'm using Comangli as config. Do you know the head teachers on Jump Acad? I used to be like best friends with someone who was a teacher on Jump Academy, and we would just like mess around for like hours on that garbage map. But nowadays, no. Highest kill game in Apex? I got 19 kills 3 times. Restart the PC and hold F8. Oh, I see. That's BIOS. I actually don't know how to do this one. I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure I've seen it done with a catch before, but I don't know how many wall shots. And I'm definitely not getting enough. Oh wait, yep. There you go. There you go. 2 wall shots into a catch, but I need enough forward momentum. No. Let me just tell you guys about. Yes. Actually, that's funnily enough, Mikey. That was the other person I was gonna mention. I forgot his full name, but I did talk with that person reasonably often as well, because the other head teacher was I guess not head teacher, but the person I was talking about earlier and Adolf we're both pretty good friends, I think. No, speed shot. No, this is a rough jump, dude. 2 wall shots into a catch, into a pogo, speed shot, and then ramp. Ah, man. The toast guy. Yes, that's it. Interesting that you know of him. I wonder if he still remembers me. I'm obviously unnoteworthy, but I was in the same server as him, like probably for like 20 hours. Not in one shot, but like as a whole. Do you like League of Legends? I think MOBAs are a cool genre of games, but not really for me. Well, I say not for me. I think I would like them too much, right? I put a lot of time into MOBAs against purely bots, just because I wanted to grind mechanics, and I felt like a aversion to multiplayer for a while. I'm going too high now. Whew. This jump is insane. It's kind of rough. I know I've beaten this map years ago. Nah, it's too low this time. Whoopsies. Do you like Carla? Okay. I don't know what that is. You should play Warframe. I did play Warframe for quite a while, but I ended up quitting because that was my pre-streaming era, and I ended up spending way too much time on that game. PvE, like loot-based shooters, maybe not loot, like progression-based shooters are gonna actually ruin my free time. I get so sucked into them, especially with a game with cool movement like that. It will just absolutely ruin me. I kind of thought I could beat this in an hour, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm too out of practice. I think my smoothness is really bad too. Yeah, let me slow things down. Ooh, almost it. Try jumping a bit shorter. Shorter? I've done it before though. I've done the catch, I made it to the next platform. I just need to hit the speed shot and that would be the land. That needs to be lower. Do you know the Foster demo teacher? I don't. Nah, stock wouldn't make a difference. I'm just used to the original, you know? The two rocket launchers pretty much have the same skill ceiling. You just aim a little bit differently. Calm down while they asking if he lives with his parents. I do, alright? Calm down. Do you like Warface? I've never played it. I've heard of it. That was too high. Literally chilling with you in the back while I play COD Black Ops 1. Am I okay? Yeah, I think that's my ideal brand of content. Is just being background noise. That's what I strive for. Content creator that I follow named Northern Lion, it kind of falls in a similar genre, especially his YouTube videos. Like his Twitch is a bit more like high octane, but his YouTube videos are usually pretty low key. And as a result, a lot of people use him as they fall asleep or just as background noise, myself included. So yeah, I think I could easily fall into that genre too. The sound of this rocket launcher is so nostalgic. Heck, Nintendo Switch Circuit. You'll get a PC. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really want to play some MG against Equal. He's a very good scout, and I miss playing against good scouts. Please try Pogo instead of doing the same jump for 15 minutes. Hey man, I did the same jump for 30 minutes earlier. Oh fuck, I would have loved to prove you wrong right after you said that. You can just leave if you don't want to watch. I know it's possible. I mean, this is what rocket jumping is about when you're not a top level like rocket jumper. Just doing the same thing until you get like the exact specifications of what you need. Like something like wall jumping in Apex, the margin for error is pretty huge, right? But in this, like you can just be a few pixels off or a few milliseconds off, and you're completely doing a different jump, right? The skill ceiling is effectively infinite. Very good scout. You flattered me, but you're a couple of years late. I guess, but still, you know, you've always got the late in TF2 skill. But tier jumper nowadays, I'm probably like barely tier 4. I think this is a tier 4 map after all, so I would say like just tier 3 at this point. I haven't jumped actively in a long time. Maybe I'll do it on Twitch from time to time, because I actually, like, when I was downloading these maps yesterday, I just kept doing the jump maps. Like I was just gonna test to see like how difficult they were for me nowadays. Oh shit, here we go. No, that's bad. I could have I'm enjoying stream, so I'll at least stay for a while. All right. Sorry, I was very defensive after you said that. But anyway, yeah, I just kept doing the jump maps, even though I didn't really need to keep going with them. You could probably guess which one I got stuck on yesterday night on this map, huh? Heck. Everything was going so well until that jump too. I'm sad. Heck. Can you chill with the personal questions, Abdullah? So I only really got a PC last year. I don't get TF2 at all. What mode would you recommend to start? If you really want to get into TF2, like you probably should just hop into casual and see like what they. Oh no, the speed shot. Heck. All right, salvage stress. No, there's no way. Dude, I need a lot of speed actually. Holy shit. Oh wait. Yeah, I was really close, dude. I almost made it. But yeah, I would recommend you just hop into casual and see what the game like with combat is like. If you like what like this movement kind of mode, like you can spend a lifetime in these movement modes and not be good enough. I probably have like 500 hours purely in jump, and like this is what it is. I'm not good enough still. Like this is not even. This is 2 tiers away from the hardest tier. Ah, oh, shit. Try doing a speed pogo. That's hard though. Like you gotta. Okay, you might be right. You might be right. It's hard though. You gotta have really good height control here. Nah, it's too high. I'll give it a shot though for a little bit. I'm gonna have to pivot to Twitch soon because I think I said the tf2 jump account jump event is gonna be at like 4 p.m. You're my favorite YouTubers. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Red Wolf. Isn't rocket jumping a Quake thing? Originally, yeah, I think it originated in Quake. But this game in particular has like some specific mechanics. And they also have this like variety of rocket jump specific maps. Okay, you're definitely right. This is way easier. I just like the catch. I'm pretty sure that's how I did it the first time I beat this map. I'm sorry, Stan. Sorry for ever doubting you. This map is called Jump Christmas. I don't know how to check tiers outside of Jump Academy though, to be honest. Sorry, not Jump Academy. Like the tf2 Tempest. That's the name of the rocket jumpers. Do you mean RGB lights? Heck, only 500? Why 500? Oh yeah. It's actually not much compared to top tier rocket jump. That's what I'm saying. Like you can spend a freaking lifetime on this and still not be that good compared to the top level players. 500 is nothing in terms of like FPS time, right? But to spend 500 hours in like a movement mode would blow the minds of some like casual players, right? People would say like 500 hours in Apex as a whole is a lot. Tell them you spend 500 hours in the training room, they'll be like, what is wrong with you, right? Maybe it's a single wall shot. I mean, it's interesting that people who actually know how to jump are coming to this stream. I'm surprised. I want to be like you. In what sense? 500 hours is nothing. Yeah, agreed. I have like 2.3k hours in TF2, and even that is considered pretty low for like competitive players. Nah, too high. Oh, is it? It's already been an hour? God dang it, dude. I'm so sad that I've been messing up these jumps for so long. It's good content for me, though. Like, I think it's slow-paced enough. One more try. God dang it, I'm not good enough. Okay, further behind. I think I need to do it in one shot. Yeah. Obviously. You're an idiot. Oh my god, what am I doing for the past like 15 minutes? Well, that's also another beauty of rocket jump maps, is that there's not just one solution. Like, you could do the catch if you were better than me. I wouldn't recommend doing the double wall shot though. That shit was dumb. I gotta aim further ahead of me, I think, for these pogos. Better height control. Stay close to the ground. It's an addiction, man. It's addiction to not being good enough. I know I can do it. I know I can do it, but I'm not doing it. That's the problem. I'm surprised that one actually messed up so bad. I thought I would have at least 2 jumps there. How can I be good at FPS games? It just takes time, patience, and practice. And playing with a mindset of improvement and not just like playing for fun. I mean, playing for fun will help you improve regardless, but if you really want to be good at it, you have to like try to be good, you know? No one becomes a top player by accident. Here we go. Oh shit. I guess I gotta really aim in front of me then. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna call stream here because I need to go to the tf2 jump event. CSB hop is easy though. Is it? Forget it. Forget it. Air braking a little bit. Ooh, okay. No. Alright, forget it. Forget it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go do some community rocket jump. So we're gonna play a like a jump academy map, which is basically like a sequential map that's about, you know, doing each of the fundamental skills over or in succession, right? So people who have never played tf2 before, I've had them install it. We're gonna hop in a server. We're gonna do our best to see how far we can get, and we're gonna go as a group. So we're not gonna move on until everyone gets it. At least I'm not. But I appreciate you guys watching and me struggle and ramble for like an hour and 10 minutes. It was not pretty. I'll be honest, it's not pretty. I should have picked a tier 3 and not a tier 4 map because I was not good enough to do like 2 of those jumps. But I'm surprised that we had decent viewership even in the section where I was failing that sync jump repeatedly. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Seriously. I'm gonna link my Twitch because I'm a dirty shill. There you go. We're gonna go to Twitch. I'm gonna teach the people to rocket jump. Whew. Where's my end screen? Yeah. Well, I hope to see you guys there. Catch you next time.